Of the day, Fallon officials say that the threat of flooding is all but gone with no property damage. Flood mitigation efforts started back in February, and as Paul Nelson now shows us, that work paid off, and the water situation is one of the best that city has ever seen.
Lake Lahontan is about as full as you'll ever see it this late in the summer, thanks to the huge amount of snow melt. So much that the water had to be drained as fast as it was flowing in, kind of like filling a bathtub with the drain open.
We pushed this dam. We asked it to do something that it had never had to do before. We were putting out about 3,000 CFS.
That's about 3 times more than the Carson River can handle without flooding homes. So crews cleared debris from the river and built a spillway to send excess water into the desert. Then came the big dig, a 16-mile canal that channeled that water to the Carson sink.
We all came together and we provided, I think, something that was extraordinary. I think other communities could look at us and go, this is the way it ought to be.
A dam that's meant for irrigation became a flood mitigation tool, and all that work has paid off.
We've exited what we called flood operations, and now it's business as usual.
The Lahontan Reservoir is holding almost as much water as it possibly can, and if you look at the amount of water that's out there right now, twice that amount has already passed through this dam, and once it's all said and done, close to 1 million acre-feet of water will have come down here through the Carson River.
We actually got it to the very top, and now we're starting to inch down as the demand downstream exceeds what's coming into it. It's where we want to be.
These flashboards allow extra storage in the lake, holding enough water to cover 300,000 acres with a foot of water. On the same day 2 years ago, it was less than 5,800 acres.
You're starting to see that interest in recreation return, and we had a bit of a hiatus in past seasons, but it's strong this year.
Crops are growing throughout the valley, and farmers got their irrigation water for free during flood operations. They'll have more than enough to get them through the season.
We certainly will this season, and then again next year. We're looking forward to a full supply as well.
Covering the big story in Fallon, Paul Nelson.